Up after the break, and we'll talk with one Cypress Creek High School student who didn't even speak English when he came to this country, and now he is headed to Harvard. Wow. Welcome back to this 9 Family Connection special on some of the outstanding students attending Orange County Public Schools.
Our next super scholar is Bryan Peacker, a Cypress Creek High School graduate who was accepted to Harvard, Columbia, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, Johns Hopkins, Rice, Northwestern, and Emory.
Wow, that is an impressive list. Now, when we spoke with Bryan, he was deciding between Columbia and Harvard to pursue scientific research. Let's watch.
Bryan Peacker was born and raised in Lima-Peru. But his family decided to move to the United States and ultimately Orlando. But for Bryan, at age 7, the transition was not an easy one.
I spoke no English at all. So when I came here, I knew absolutely nothing. So I would go in the classroom and I would just feel completely lost.
But he was immersed in English-only classes, and during the next 3 to 4 years, he became proficient in English.
I would read a lot, and thankfully I was able to get past that.
He started excelling in all classes during middle school, and he advanced further in high school.
High school kind of helped me develop more as academically because I received a lot more of a challenge in the IB program.
At Cypress Creek, Bryan focused on biology, but he managed to impress most everyone who got to know him.
Well, he is super. Not just a scholar, but just as an all-around person.
Julie Pierce, Bryan's senior English IB teacher, said it's unusual for someone to have such a mastery in English when it's not a first language.
And when you think about the fact that he came from Peru when he was 7 years old and did not speak any English, it's unimaginable.
Along the way, he learned to play violin and is now part of the Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra. This fall, Bryan will be heading to Harvard, perhaps the most selective and competitive college in the country. Bryan ended up with an unweighted GPA of 4.0. He hopes college will allow him to explore his love of science further.
I'm really interested in going into research because it's a way to kind of get a hands-on perspective on the sciences.
Ultimately, he plans to go to medical school. For now, though, he's happy to share some advice for others facing adversity.
No matter what your situation is, there's always hope and there's always a way out. It just takes a lot of dedication and hard work.
Greg, what a story of perseverance.
No doubt about it. That really is a common theme among the students that we met for this special. Hard work beyond their obvious intelligence.
You know, it's a similar